Hey guys, Epicenter Brian here. Hey, some of you guys know that I'm into old audio gear and I love analog tape recorders. So I want to show you a little project. And anyway, this video is not going to be for everybody, so just hit the stop button if you're not interested in this. But let me show you what's going on here. I picked up a couple of parts decks a few weekends ago. I was actually up there to buy a couple of different recorders. And I saw these in the guys, down in the basement and said, oh, what are those? And anyway, they're Fostex. And this one here is a 16-track, half-inch. And this one is a quarter-inch, 2-track. Well, it's actually a unique machine. It's actually got a third channel squished in between the half-track, okay? Channels on this machine. This was used in video production. They call it a Q track, but it could have been used for, sync information for video editing also. So anyway, it's a really, really cool deck. So anyway, I have another Fostex, and it's over here. It's a little guy, a little 8-track, and the problem with this machine was all the VU meters have dead pixels in them, okay, which kind of kills the value on the deck, even though it works great. Well, you'll notice this machine has some dead pixels also. Okay, you can see here and here and here and here. But out of the 16 meters, there are 11 good ones. Now the interesting thing is these are not supposed to be on right now. So there's some, major problem in the analog section power supply, but I'm not worried about that because this is for parts and it's going to provide VU meters to fix my little 8-channel over here, but it's also going to provide parts to fix this machine, which was also a parts deck. So one of the big things with this machine is it's missing the capstan, the servo. And you'll notice there's one over here, okay? Now, the interesting thing is they had taken this out to get one of these machines up and running again. And not this machine, but one identical to it. So the really cool thing is I'm going to be able to pull that and put it back into here. Now, there are a couple of other things. This machine's got some scratches and some dings up here in the faceplate, and this one doesn't. So that's going on this machine. This hub up here has a wobble to it, and so I'm going to pull this one and replace it. The other thing is this one is missing a little spring that keeps this from wobbling back and forth, both here and here. And this one's got the spring, so I'm going to steal that. And then the other thing is the counter over here seems to be dead. So let me show you how this works. On this machine, when you spin this, you see the counter change, okay? And it's showing in seconds. And on this one, when you spin it, nothing happens. But you can see there's a LED in here that's kind of blinking. So I think the counter is shot here, but it's the exact same board. So I'm going to be able to steal that out of this one also. Let's see, the other thing is this has sort of a melted spot on the plastic on the side. And that one's got a good one. So that's going to go on that machine. And so anyway, the goal is I'm going to go ahead and take the goodies that I need, fix both these other machines, and then some of this stuff from this one is going to go on eBay. So these hub adapters up here, the NAB hub adapters, these are actually from an Otari 5050, and the value of those is pretty much equal to how much I paid for both machines. I've already got a set of those because I've got an Otari also. So anyway, that's going to go on eBay. And some of these VU meters are going to go on there. And this is what they look like when you can find them. They're worth about 20 bucks a piece. They go like this and kind of snap into position back behind that panel. So anyway, there'll be some extras. And that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and start tearing into this, and tomorrow I should make some real progress since the weekend is here. All right, I took all of the bad ones from both machines and put them in here just to show you. So 5 of these were from this machine and the other 8 were from the little 8-track. Got those installed, gonna put that back together. But you can see there was one that was completely dead, and everything else is very random in terms of you know, which pixels are dead. But anyway, that's about it. So there is a guy that actually rebuilds these. I've seen the inside of these. They've got the smallest little LEDs. They're not even surface mount. They're smaller than that. And they actually have like bonded little wire connections that were, you know, like welded with a robot. Insane. All right, I've got the servo out and I've got this jerry-rigged so I can, you know, get that positioned, and here we go. Here is the weekend update, and I'm about done for the weekend, but the 2-track is fully functional now, and it's a beautiful machine, just works like a champ. Handles tape really, really well. Everything functions on it. Records, plays beautifully. Let's see, even the automation works on it. Oh, and the other thing is, turns out this counter works fine. It just happened to be getting signals from the servo, and since that Capstan servo wasn't in there telling it what speed the servo was running at, then it couldn't calculate the minutes and seconds and stuff. So anyway, yeah, it's working like a champ. And let's see, here we'll hit play. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I can't play any music because I've got some Beatles on here and YouTube would ban it. So anyway, let me just stop this real quick. And over here, I set up a little test setup so that I could check these VU meters. And one of the things I discovered was, here you might be able to see, there you go, see the yellow. It turns out a bunch of these meters, the first 5 pixels kind of turn on at the same time, and then the rest of it works normally. But that's obviously not going to work to fix this one. So out of all of these VU meters, there are a total of 3 that work correctly. So I've already got those installed, and I'll have to get those on order. And the 16-track has been reduced to a pile of parts that are going to end up going on eBay. And so anyway, that's it. A lot of fun, and I'm thrilled about this 2-track. This is a beautiful machine, and especially since I was able to use some of the panels from the other one. All the panels are in nice shape on this one now too, so cosmetically it's really, really nice. And that's one of those panels that got replaced, and top panel, back panel, and all that, and this entire front panel. All right, well that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that little sneak peek into my reel-to-reel obsession. And for the Epicenter.com, I'm Epicenter Brian, signing out.